Today we're talking about real-time OPZ project changing. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. So today we are going to be taking a look at project changing in real time on the Teenage Engineering OPZ. So if you don't know how projects work on the OPZ, let me break it down for you really quick. So on the OPZ, up here on the top, we have this P symbol, and there's a button right here. If we hold that down, then buttons 1 through 0 here will light up, the black keys, and those represent our 10 available projects that we have to write music in. I like to think of a project as a song. However, we're going to challenge that approach in this video. Now, once we select which project we want, in this case, let's go to project 2 here, each of the sequencer buttons represent a pattern that we can use within that project. So each project gives you 16 available patterns. We can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots used up in this project or song right here. Whenever we want to change patterns, we can simply hold that P button up there and switch between them. We can do that while it's playing as well. In that instance, whenever I push the new pattern button, the OPZ instantly switches it. However, we can actually have the OPZ swap patterns at the end of the current playing pattern, and we do that by holding project, pressing the play button first, and then selecting the order of patterns that we would like to chain. And you can even do the same one multiple times. We're on pattern 1. Now see we're on pattern 2, and it just instantly switched. Pattern chaining is a really great way to write a full song and just have it play through. In fact, you can even save pattern chains on the OPZ simply by creating your pattern chain and then holding one of the white keys down. Now, we have our pattern chain saved right here, and we can save up to 14 different pattern chains per project. Now that right there is going to be enough for most folks to write a song. In fact, I wrote an entire album of music on the OPZ last summer and just used, one project per song. But what if you want more available patterns? Well, you can actually change your currently active project on the OPZ seamlessly and in real time from your current project. It's really, really powerful and is something that I don't see discussed a lot on the OPZ. So let's talk about how to do that. So I'm going to go to Project 9, which is empty, and then we're also going to take a look at Project 10, which is also completely empty. So back to Project 9, let's come up with a really simple drum pattern here. 4 on the floor, there we go. Let's go to the snare drum track, 2 and 4. And let's throw some 8th notes on the hi-hat track there. Drop the click out. Now, as we hold the project button, we can see we're on Project 9, Pattern 1. Now, let's pretend that we have all 16 patterns of Project number 9 filled up with various beats and things like that, sections of our song. What if we want access to more patterns? Well, let's go ahead and go to Project 10 here on the 0 key. Remember, this one's empty. Let's make a beat here. Let's make it a little different than the beat that we had on pattern 1 of Project 9. I'm going to go do-ga-doom-da, do-ga-doom-da. So I got my kick drum part laid down, just going to throw a snare drum part down here, and let's go hi-hat. Get the click out. Cool. So once again, let's go back to Project 9, and we're on pattern 1, remember. And let's pretend, like I said, that all of our patterns here on Project 9 are filled up, and we want to go to Project 10 and use the patterns in Project 10 as part of the same song on Project 9. So we can actually start our pattern here on Project 9, hold the P button, and just click in to switch the project in real time. And it'll instantly switch to whatever the last selected pattern of Project 10 was. Now, that right there is pretty useful, and with some decent timing, you could figure out how to switch instantly between those patterns at the right time that you wanted to. However, just like pattern chaining, we can actually tell the OPZ to switch to the new project after our current pattern on the current project is done playing. And we do that in a very similar manner. So I'm on project 9. We want to go ahead and start that pattern. We're going to hold the project button. And just like we did for pattern chaining, we're going to press the play button. It's going to be flashing now. And now, whenever we press a new project, the OPZ is going to switch to that project at the end of the currently selected pattern. So I press 0. Now it's switched, just like that. Try it and go back. We just jumped between 2 different projects in real time, completely seamlessly. This would effectively allow you to treat all 10 of our projects as one cohesive song. So you do the math, you get 16 patterns per project and 10 projects, and we can chain all of those seamlessly. That's 160 patterns. And remember, patterns on the OPZ can actually get up to 8 or more measures long. So there's quite a bit of potential here for writing longer songs on the OPZ. And with the ease of the copy and paste features, between patterns and even projects, there's a lot that you can do with this. But there is one more thing I want to show you, and that is how project changing works when you have pattern chains set up within those projects. So let's go to project 9, pattern 1 again, this basic one. Let's go ahead and copy that pattern into slot 2 as well. Now I'm going to go to the snare drum track, and I'm just going to fill in 16th notes, just so we can tell the difference between our 2 patterns here. So first pattern, second pattern. Now let's go ahead and make a pattern chain and save that to this project. So I'm going to hold the project button, I'm going to press the play button, I'm going to select pattern 1 and then pattern 2. That's our chain. Then I'm going to select this high E down here and save our pattern chain. So now whenever I hold the project button and press the high E, it's going to chain the first pattern to the second pattern. Just like that. Now let's do the same thing on project 10. So let's switch to project 10, the first pattern. Once again, we're going to copy this pattern into slot 2 of project 10, go to the snare drum track, and let's just add in the 16th notes again. Sure. So now I want to chain these 2 patterns together. So I'm going to hold the project button. I'm going to press the play button, pattern 1, pattern 2, and now I'm going to save this to the high E again. So our pattern chain on project 10 is also on the high E here. So now we can actually chain these 2 together, which is really, really cool. So it does take a teeny bit of prep work. So we know we're going to start on project 9, which means that first we need to go to project 10 and make sure that our pattern chain is selected. Okay, so I've got the pattern chain selected. Now I can go to project number 9, reselect this pattern chain, and what we're going to do is we're going to play the pattern chain, and then as that pattern chain is wrapping up, we're going to do the trick where we hold the project button, press the play button, and select project 10, and it's actually going to change right into that pattern chain on project 10, which is really powerful. So here's how it works. We're on project 9. I'm going to press the play button and play our pattern chain. And then, after the second measure, or at the end of the second measure, I'm going to press the play button while holding project and select project 10. Here we go. Project, play, project 10. There we go. It swapped into the pattern chain. We can go back. There you go. It's that easy. All of a sudden, you have so many more options when it comes to writing unique individual patterns and the ways that you can access them on the OPZ. I didn't really learn this till just a few weeks ago, and it kind of blew me away. I've been wanting to make a video on it for a while, and today seemed like the perfect time to do so. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's quite all right too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.